It's time for my review of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And so far, I'm kind of having mixed feelings, and that is not a good sign, but I still love the game. So I think the game was definitely fun. I enjoyed it, and it's good enough for me to want to play it even more. So there's major pros, but also there's bigger cons. It has great graphics. I love the movement and the shooting is smooth. But I do like the story. It was good, but it doesn't make sense, especially from the aspect of it being in the Arkhamverse, and it feels off. But if you see it from a general perspective, it's definitely different, in this take on the Justice League, though depressing and dark, is still interesting. And if you've seen Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, this is even darker than that. Like, this is worse than Justice League Apocalypse War, because at least Justice League Apocalypse War had a satisfying conclusion. Though many heroes died, it had a conclusion or a resolution to the problem, and you know there was going to be some sort of fixing to the issue, but it still ended with a satisfaction of the story. And this is like, it's open-ended, and it just makes you scratch your head. It's like, huh? But I want to go over the boss battles, and this is something I'm really going to be throwing shots at people for, is because the first boss battle was actually the best. The Flash. I heard a lot of people talking trash about the Flash boss fight. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? The Flash was actually my favorite boss battle in this game. I had no issue with the Flash's boss battle. People were saying, oh, it's not that the Flash is too fast, it's just annoying. Okay. If the Flash is the Flash is the Flash. A character like the Flash is always going to be annoying to fight. So if fighting the Flash in this game is annoying, then they did the Flash correctly. The Flash is not somebody easy to go up against. He's supposed to be an annoying opponent. So that's my biggest issue with people, because a lot of reviewers out here, they're not giving real reviews. They're not speaking their real opinion. They want to use this as a way to talk shit. And I'm really giving a genuine opinion on this, because I'm seeking out the positives first, and I'm seeking out the positives until I can't no more. And that's the difference. A lot of people are looking for as much negativity as possible. I want to start off with the things that I like, and Green Lantern as well. He was good. I have no complaints about Green Lantern's boss battle. I'm saying these in order. I'm saying these in the order that I like it. The Flash is number one. Green Lantern is my second favorite. Superman is my third. It could have ended faster. Superman definitely could have ended the Suicide Squad a lot faster, but it's a game, and I do think that this is a great experience, fighting Superman as the villain in a game. It's a dream come true, honestly, if you think about it. Like, this is the first time we've actually had a game where we fight Superman as the villain, aside from Injustice. I'm talking about a third person, like where you fight Superman in a boss battle, not necessarily as a versus game. Injustice is like a versus game, like Mortal Kombat. It's not necessarily from the perspective of, let's say, in Arkham Knight where you're fighting Bane or something. This is a different perspective of that, and I do appreciate that experience. So that was a first time experience for me, fighting Superman in a boss battle, because Injustice, I see that as another versus game, although it's, DC and everything. Batman was the absolute worst. Oh, and this is the biggest problem, because Batman was one boss battle that I expected to actually be the best. Everybody thought Batman was to be the best boss battle, but Batman was actually the worst. The worst. They did Batman's boss battle in this absolutely lazy. I don't know how. Like, the fear toxin is the fear toxin. I feel like the boss battle that we got with Batman shouldn't have been the real boss battle. Like, it was very bad. Also, the second probably the second worst boss battle was Brainiac. Brainiac, Brainiac was not done correctly, bro. They did a lot of lazy shit in this game, bro. They did a lot of lazy shit. Brainiac took the form of the Flash, bro. And it was literally another Flash boss battle with tornadoes, just on a higher level. Like, this shit was fucking dumb, bro. Like, how do you do this? Brainiac should have been a different type of boss battle than that. That was just complete laziness right there. I don't like that. So the worst boss battles was definitely Batman and Brainiac. Flash, Green Lantern, and Superman are my top 3, but Batman and Brainiac, oh my goodness, absolute horrible. Now the gameplay so far, it's great. It slowed down once, but I think that was mainly a Wi-Fi issue. I don't know what it was, but it did slow down, and it kind of was about to crash, but it went back to normal. My favorite is Deadshot. I said that King Shark was going to be my main, but I played King Shark and I'm like, I'm not feeling him for some reason. Like, I was going to main King Shark, but I ended up picking Deadshot, and Deadshot is way more funner. I play the best with a Deadshot, and so far I'm not going to use anybody but Deadshot. Another person I thought was going to be boring but actually was fun was Captain Boomerang. I like throwing this boomerang and traversing with boomerang. He is fun. Harley Quinn, I'm just not interested in playing as her. Her traversal is corny. She's slow, and I would probably only play as her if I wanted to do something different for once, because the majority of the time I'm playing as Deadshot. I have no issue with the looting and shooting aspect of it. It's a petty complaint. Like, I'm not a looter shooter gamer. I'm just a gamer, period. I play what I'm interested in. Like, everybody else is saying, oh, I'm this type of gamer. I play looter shooters, this, that. Oh, I'm only third person, this. No, me, I'm a gamer, period. If I'm interested in this, I'm playing it regardless. So I was simply interested in this game. There's no real type of gamer. You like gaming or you don't. So I have no issue with this looter shooter thing. Everybody's complaining about the fact that it's a looter shooter. I'm like, wait, what's the issue with looter shooters? And personally as well, I do not play Fortnite. So you got to remember that there's different experiences from different people. And I think that a lot of people, since they've been playing so many looter shooters, that they're tired of looter shooters. I don't play looter shooters like that. The only dominant looter shooter game that's out is Call of Duty. That is going to be the #1 looter shooter ever out of anything. And probably Fortnite, but I don't like Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I've never spent money on Call of Duty for the loot or anything. I've never spent money on Fortnite because I don't like it. I've never spent money on live service. So I don't view it that way as, oh, it's another live service game. No, I don't view it that way. From people trying to take my money, because I don't spend money on live service ever. So I don't view it from that perspective, and I don't have a problem with it being a looter shooter because it's also different. But the only problem with it being a looter shooter is the fact that it's in the Arkhamverse. That's where the problem steps in. So the real issue is that it's connected in the Arkhamverse, and I just want to get into my major problems with this game. Yes, the Arkhamverse, it's a Suicide Squad game that takes place in the Arkhamverse. It randomly places Boomerang and King Shark in a Deadshot twist that has been there for like since when? Like, they literally changed Deadshot to make this game make sense. So another issue is how Batman met Superman in the Justice League. It's pretty lazy. I don't think it makes sense. It was wild. I don't like that way that Batman met the Justice League. It was just out of nowhere. And I also don't like Amanda Waller's approach to the situation of the Justice League. Like, oh, kill the Justice League, this, that, bro. This is one of the parts of the story that doesn't make sense. Amanda Waller's stupid as shit. she's very dumb. I don't like Amanda Waller in this game because her plan, it makes absolute no sense. If Brainiac is the main villain of the story, if Brainiac is the one taking control of the Justice League, Brainiac is the one you need to take down. But the thing is, he has the Justice League in front of him. So the smartest thing to do will be to capture the Justice League and bring them back to their normal state of mind, like Wonder Woman was saying in this game, but she kept ignoring them. Oh, your heroes have turned against us. You're talking like they're doing this as their true selves. You're talking like they're not doing this against their own will. Like they've been corrupted by an alien that you know nothing about. And the biggest shot you have against him is Superman. The only thing beating Brainiac in this game is the plot and the writing. And people who don't know about comics or good story writing. The Batman boss battle was so lazy, man. I'm really disappointed in that. And it doesn't make sense, bro. The Justice League also, that's one of my other problems. It could have been saved. They could have saved the Justice League instead of killed them. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because even if this wasn't in the Arkhamverse, even if it wasn't, killing the Justice League still wouldn't have made sense because fighting Brainiac alone, like you're gonna like 4 random fucking criminals fighting Brainiac, you have no fucking chance, bro. None of these people have superpowers. Even King Shark does, but he's King Shark. King Shark is still not equipped to take on Brainiac. Now, given that I see it for what it is, they would have had a way better chance of beating Brainiac with the Justice League itself. And the thing about it is, even if they did save the Justice League, that's another issue. Even if they did save the Justice League, you also got to think about the post situation that they would have to deal with, because Batman and Superman, they've killed a lot of people in this game. Batman murdered thousands in this game. I'm pretty sure it's been thousands. So also, even if this was a real legitimate story, you would have to think about how they would rebuild their trust with society. That would be a major concern. In fact, you would be better off killing the Justice League, because society is like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? We hate you now. It's like, it's a lot of thought into it, but that's why you got to have a better story and better writing. So that's why, it's a lot of complicated things, but killing the Justice League, it doesn't make sense. Period. Fuck what people think, man. We saved your ass. We were under control. It wasn't our fault. Period. Like, fuck that. The thing is, another issue I had is Lex Luthor. When we beat Batman in the game, Lex Luthor has tied him up and he has access to him, and he does some sort of experiment. He could have found the solution to cure the Justice League with Batman tied up. That was some dumb shit. Serious. As smart as Lex Luthor is in this game, this man did not even think about trying to cure or look into why Batman is the way he is. That does not even sound like Lex Luthor. That sounds like a guy who doesn't care about the earth and just wants them to die or something. He could have at least tried. Like, Lex Luthor, like, he's too smart for that. Like, literally. Because he could have increased the chances of beating Brainiac, and this is just ridiculous, bro. I'm just thinking about how much this does not make sense, and it throws me off. But like I said, the game is still fun. I still want to play the game more, so seeing it for what it is, it definitely is fun, and it's giving me a new experience from the perspective of the villain. I've never fought, heroes as the villains before, and that does not include Injustice. That's a versus game. So this is a different experience. And another issue is Riddler. I hate Riddler. I didn't even bother doing the damn trophies. Like, I hate Riddler in this game. Like, get rid of Riddler already, man. I'm tired of him. Another issue is they had a missed opportunity, a lot of missed opportunities in this game. Missed opportunity and potential for a Superman, Batman, or Justice League game. Maybe a Flash game or Green Lantern. They could have set something up with this, but even then, like I said about the post Brainiac situation, how would they have to deal with society after Brainiac is defeated? Because they still have bodies on their hands, especially Batman. Batman got some bodies on his hands. The fucking batterings in people's throats, people tied up, blood all over the place. Batman did some crazy shit right there. Okay? Can't ignore that. He's taken thousands of lives in this game. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. And that's another positive that I want to talk about. This is actually the first time we actually get to see what Batman would be like if he was corrupt or if he actually let loose and killed people. So a positive about that is we get to get a taste. We saw what Batman would be like if he lost control and turned into a murderer. And it's fucking scary. Completely scary, bro. So that's a positive out of that. But we had some missed opportunities here. Who really gives a fuck about the Suicide Squad? I mean, I don't. But it's a DC game and it's a different experience. I do care about Deadshot. I like Deadshot. I'm not too big of a fan of King Shark or Boomerang at all. Harley Quinn is annoying to me, but they're in the game, so you gotta learn to like them if you want to play the game. So aside from that, there's some missed opportunities with this game. Very big missed opportunities. They could have told the story better. They could have added certain things in here to make the story a bit more fun. They need a better story. Killing the Justice League does not make sense if Brainiac is the real villain. And another thing is the cliche of the multiverse. The cliche of the multiverse is just it's being overused. It's being overused. We have the multiverse in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Then the Flash movie tried to bring in the multiverse with the Flash. And now we got fucking Into the Spider-Verse. We got too many multiverse movie type shit going on. The multiverse, the cliche of it's being overused. It's being overused. DC, they're stealing ideas from Marvel, even though they also have had their own multiverse in the comics. Yes, it is a thing for Marvel and DC, but I feel like DC tried to jump on par with Marvel when they did Into the Spider-Verse. They're trying to compete. You can see that DC is trying to compete with Marvel and are doing a very, very bad job at it. In fact, they're making it worse because they're turning it into a cliche and it's being overused and seen as, oh my God, another multiverse thing. Like, relax. The jokes in this game were absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Some of it was funny. I only laughed at King Shark once. But other than that, if there's one thing that I hate, I genuinely hate, is jokes in these damn movies and games, man. That's one of the biggest reasons why I hate The Flash now. You know what? I changed my opinion on the Flash movie. I fucking hate that movie. It's a joke. It is a joke. That movie is a joke. One thing they don't get right with these games and movies, like the movie in these games, they're trying to make everything funny. Now, I know the Suicide Squad, it's a playful group. The Suicide Squad, yeah, they make jokes in here and there. It's the Suicide Squad. What do you expect? But if you're going to make this group funny or silly or playful, at least do it correctly. Because a lot of this shit is not funny. Like, it's just, meh. Like, whatever. But I feel like they were trying to do something here and it didn't work. But like I said, the game is fun and I still do want to play it. But there's big pros because like I like the gameplay. The graphics are great. The gameplay is fun. I'm not picking at petty things like everybody else because everybody else is bringing up petty shit that doesn't matter. Oh, there's not enough enemy types. Oh, the Flash is too fast. Really? Oh, Superman's too powerful. Superman's too fast. It's annoying to fight Superman. Okay, here's two characters that I'm really annoyed at people they're hating on because they're too difficult to fight. Superman and the Flash are supposed to be annoying and difficult to battle. So anybody who says that, oh, the Superman boss fight was difficult and the Flash was too fast, if anybody says something about those boss fights, they're literally nitpicking and they're being stupid for no reason. They're just nitpicking. They want something to talk trash about. That's not a legitimate or valid reason. That's not a reasonable complaint about this game. Superman and the Flash are supposed to be annoying and difficult to fight. That doesn't make sense. The Flash is too fast and he's annoying. If I were to fight the Flash, I would be annoyed too, but it's the Flash. It's actually fun because they did the Flash and Superman's boss battle correctly. They're supposed to be difficult and annoying to battle. If you view it from that aspect, it's not a problem. So, like I said, this game, it's positives and it's fun. It's definitely a different experience, but it's in the wrong universe. The story was lazy. The boss battles, some of them were fucking horrible. They did Batman very wrong. They could have told a better story. A lot of it didn't make sense. It was lazy. There's pros, but there's big pros, but there's even bigger cons. I'll just say that. But the cons are not making me want to not play the game. You know, I was going to get this game regardless, period. I still like the game. I still want to play the game, and I look forward to playing the game in the future. But I guess that's what I think. If I could rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be a positive 3 out of 10. Like a positive 3 out of 10. There's a lot wrong with it, but if it's like a back and forth perspective. Like if you view this game from the perspective of its own story and not in the Arkhamverse, and you see it as a solo universe and it's telling its own story for like the Suicide Squad, yeah, I could see this. I could see the story being very good. It's a good story. They decided to kill the Justice League instead. If you view it from its own universe, yes, it's a positive view. You know, forget it being in the Arkhamverse. I like this story. Like I said, it's even darker than Apocalypse War. Apocalypse War was pretty sad, but it still had a conclusion. At least Darkseid got his fucking ass whooped, you know? At least they moved on and they had a solution. At least we found out the problem and the Flash went back in time to fix everything to make it somewhat better. We still had a conclusion to Apocalypse War, but this was even darker. They literally killed the Justice League, even though, you know, some people did die in Apocalypse War, but come on. I feel like the Flash shouldn't have died because the Flash would have been a very, very good plot point to this story. But unfortunately, this was a live service game. They want to use it for further transactions. And I don't know what they're going to do next. Probably something corny. But they just fucked up their whole universe. I think they should make a Superman game, which they won't, because nobody gets what they really want. They don't listen to fans, whatever. Anyways, this is what I think about the game. I'm still playing it, by the way. I still like it. I still think it's fun. The story is bad. Some of the boss battles were bad. But yeah, it's a solid 3 out of 10. But I still think it's fun. And I still want to play it. That's it. That's my review for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.